Hey everybody, and welcome back to Girls Guide 2. We are your hosts. I'm Jess.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Nikki.
I wanted to talk about maybe some of the charities that we give back to or that we're super interested in this year. I guess I'll start.
Oh, so do you
I'll start. Who are you pointing to? So I wear this bracelet all the time. It says, I was just talking to Jess earlier about this. It says, "The star won't go out." And it is for a foundation that deals with families that have children that have cancer and leukemia. And it was inspired by a girl and a YouTuber named Esther, who actually passed away and kind of left a huge influence on the YouTube community and the Nerdfighter community. And now the proceeds go back to that charity.
Our friend Seth actually founded the Thirst Project, and his goal is to give clean water, clean drinking water, to all of Swaziland, which I thought was super amazing. And because I know him, I'm totally willing to give my time and energy and whatever money I can. Because I know for me, what's really intimidating about giving back to any charity is, how do I know, one, that it's actually going to go to that charity, and two, I almost feel sometimes like the problem is so big, I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Like, why? So I just don't do it, which probably isn't a solution either. Right, it doesn't help.
Yeah. I've been involved a lot with an organization called Zoe Children's Homes. It's an organization that helps to fight child trafficking, sex trafficking. So they're really big and based in Thailand. It's actually really amazing. It was started by a woman and her husband in Santa Clarita, and they literally just all of a sudden felt like God was calling them to Thailand. And so they ended up moving out there. It's been around for about 8 years, and they actually have a home where they rescue kids who either were trafficked or were in the process of being trafficked. Because a lot of times the trafficking, these families, they're so poor, and people will come into their community and say things like, oh, we're going to take them and give them a better life, give them education, give them a job, and the parents don't even know that that's...
What parent wouldn't want that?
Yeah, they have no idea that that's not at all what's going on. So they take the kids to the home, they give them, education, and they rescue kids from that situation.
I think it's important, too, to not just, we all have charities that we're super passionate about, and sometimes it can be scary thinking that, I'm just one person within this. But it's also important to remember there are a lot of local things going on that you can do. And not just, your time. You can go maybe with your family for Thanksgiving, go to a soup kitchen, do something like that so it's more inclusive. Or there are a lot of charities that you can just donate money to, or just bringing awareness to it. RAIN is one that I've donated every year, the Rape and Incest National Network. I donate money every year to them. Just even if it's $10, and they use PayPal, so it's super easy.
Yeah, I think sometimes we think of charity as this big thing, and when I really think you're supposed to look at a situation and go, what can I bring to the table? Can I bring my time? Can I bring my talent? Can I bring my money? And whatever it is, none of that is shameful, oh, I can't do enough. It's something, and when you bring a lot of littles together, you reach a big thing.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's true. It's
true.
That's small steps equals one big leap. It's the same thing, and I think we shouldn't be discouraged by our small contributions, because it's part of a big contribution. You were talking about something cool you did.
Oh, yeah. So I was a professional hugger at one time. My brother was in the Marines, and they have bus loads come back from Iraq and Afghanistan. And some of these guys don't have any family to hug when they get off the bus. So I wore this bright neon orange shirt that said hugger, and they would look for the huggers, and they would just come up to you and start hugging you. I don't think, thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to start crying. Because they literally just... I think all of their energy goes into that hug, and you could just feel like they were just so grateful. And I felt like that was a huge... I'm like, I am going to
You're going to make me cry. That's amazing.
It was huge. It was so huge. And I think that's would be a great tradition for families to start, is that every year they just go, what can we do collectively to give back? Whether that's, let's go to the soup kitchen, or, let's find a charity that we can actually get behind that we're proud of, or let's give our time, or, anything. And for me, it was intimidating because I was like, oh, okay. I know the big ones, Red Cross and Toys for Tots, but it would be amazing. Oh my, you were going to cry.
I'm going to cry. No. Well, it's because I think it's amazing, and I think that there's a really big lesson to be learned there for all of us, that you saw a need and you filled it, and I think that really the word charity sometimes is this big overwhelming word to people, when it's really just seeing needs in other people and filling it, whatever that need is. And I think that's really amazing that you walked that out. You didn't just It wasn't just, oh, that's great, you fulfilled a need in others. So
well, and
good
I've been
job,
hearing,
Jess.
thank you. Well, I just feel like, especially with like what's going on, something very recent is the Hurricane Sandy. And someone said this on my Facebook feed. They were like, I like how everyone keeps saying how sorry they feel for these people and how much they wish they could help. My dad is a retired fireman and he's out there handing out blankets and bottles of water. And I'm like, that's amazing. He's so proactive. So I feel like even if it doesn't have to be monetary. You're just
I saw when that was going on, people like that needed that like were like when the electricity went out and everything, they didn't have generators for like medical equipment and things like that, like people on
hospitals?
breathing machines and stuff like that, like at homes, and people would tweet out saying like, we're in Lower Manhattan, someone needs to bring this, and then people would just retweet it like crazy, just trying to get the word out. So even if it's something small, like retweeting or reblogging something and using social media, that's another way to kind of, bring attention to things.
This subject makes me so emotional.
They're all gonna cry.
I'm getting like so emotional. I'm like,
girls.
Humanity is beautiful.
Humanity. It's true though. It's good. Taking small steps and doing what we can, I think, is what it's all about.
Someone famous once said, "It's a small step for mankind and small
Close.
step for man, giant leap for
It's
man."
close. Lots of baby steps equals one giant leap.
So we just want to say thank you to all of you, all of our viewers, for watching us. We appreciate you, and we're thankful for you, and for Girls Guide 2.
Also, we're going to be linking all of the charities that we mentioned down below, so be sure to check them out, show them some love, and also, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, all of that jazz.
And we'll see you next time.